All right, in this video, I'm going to talk about the top 5 cities to live in the Phoenix metro area. I'm going to be revealing them, talking about who lives in the areas, why you might like living in the area, why you might hate living in the area, and, well, the 5 best cities to live in the Phoenix metro area right here in Arizona, coming at you right now. What's up, everybody? This is Sheryl Willis over at the Real Agent Now group right here in Phoenix, Arizona. And if this is the first time to our channel, you're going to want to tap that little subscribe button and click that little bell so that you are notified each and every time we release a new video. We are getting dozens of calls and we love it. If you're even thinking about moving to the Phoenix area and you're trying to make a headway of what part of the greater Phoenix area you're thinking about maybe would work for your family, and you want to know what the top places are in the Phoenix metro area, then you're going to want to pick up that phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, we are here. We got your back when moving to Phoenix, Arizona. All right, guys, so I have a list here that I actually got from niche.com. I love sharing my website favorites. Again, that's niche.com. And I don't want to steer anybody here with my personal favorites, and I really want an unbiased opinion. So I love using niche.com. And not only have they rated the top 5 cities that I'm going to go through, I'm actually kind of surprised and also not surprised, but it gives you a better perspective of these cities. And I'm going to give you a little insight of what it's like to live in these areas. And then if you are thinking about moving to the greater Phoenix area, pick up that phone, give us a call. I don't care if it's a year or 2 years in advance, especially if you're looking at new construction, which right now can range anywhere from 12 to 18 months. So it's never too early to pick up that phone and give us a call, and we can help you navigate what the best part of the greater Phoenix area would be for you and your family. All right, let's start with number 5. Number 5, we have Litchfield Park. I am really surprised it made it in the top 5, to be honest with you. Litchfield Park is in the furthest west part of the greater Phoenix area. Now, I can see partially why there is a high demand for this area, because not only is it so new, but there is so much coming to the Litchfield Park area. Now, first of all, again, it's really far west. So if you're looking for that Phoenix metro experience, you're not really going to find that in Litchfield Park. If we go back 10, 15 years ago, we're going to find mostly desert and just kind of communities spotted throughout that area. You're also just southwest of Luke Air Force Base. So, for those of you who are looking for that really peace and quiet, I'm not so sure that would be experienced in the Litchfield Park area. But because it is brand new, it has some of the most amazing communities because they're all within the last many years. If you're coming to stay, I would highly recommend that you visit Wigwam, which is known for its resort-like living, and it is stunning, and it will make you fall in love with Arizona just staying in that one location. If you look up on niche.com, it'll tell you the overall grade, actually all of these cities, is an A, but it really has the highest ranking for public schools, great for families, and health and fitness. The health and fitness, for the most part, I would say you're going to find consistent throughout the greater Phoenix area, but there's definitely certain areas that have a lot more, let's just say, outdoor activities. So I'm not talking about gyms. I think that's what we all kind of immediately think of when we think of health and fitness, but we're also thinking about outdoor activities, which predominantly is what Arizona is known for. The number one thing that people hate about Arizona is also the number one thing people are moving to Arizona for. What is that? Weather. You're going to find, and you're going to crack up if you go on this website, it's going to show you that all the weather on all these cities gets an A+ rating. So yes, it is hot, and I mean really hot. for 2 months out of the year. All right, maybe 2.5 months out of the year. But let me tell you, it sure beats shoveling snow. And how about rain and humidity, storms, earthquakes, tornadoes? Oh, yeah, that's right. We have none of that. So when you take into all the other factors that other regions of the United States might have, you're going to agree that a very moderate 9 months out of the year, 300 clear blue sky days, and no major catastrophes, this is A plus living. So this is a very affluent area. We are seeing the median household income about $83,000, which is slightly over what the median is over the entire greater Phoenix area. We also are seeing an average sales price in the city of Litchfield. This is for city of Litchfield Park. Don't forget Park. In the city of Litchfield Park, the average sales price as of the time of this video, end of 2021, is right around 650 to 700,000. Is going to get you a beautiful home under 10 years old with a swimming pool and potentially a 2 to 3 car garage and larger lots. So there's a lot to be had in the Litchfield Park area. And with the job growth on the western part of the greater Phoenix area, this is a fantastic place to raise a family, jobs, employment. And if you're someone that likes to travel to California, you are relatively close, and Las Vegas as well. All right, so let's get to number 4. Number 4, I'm not surprised, but I am surprised. I'm not surprised because this is the most affluent city in all of the Phoenix metro area. And I'm surprised it made the top 5 list because it's also the most expensive. Number 4 comes in at Paradise Valley. Many of you may have been thinking of Scottsdale, but there is even an area, Paradise Valley, that is more expensive than Scottsdale. This is considered an A+ community. Median household income is $250,000. The average family makes $250,000, but I have to be honest with you, the most of them are over $500,000 or more. The average sales price on this area, ready? It's even a shocker for us because, as you know, Arizona's cheaper. It's not cheap, it's cheaper, but not in this city. The average sales price at the time of this video was $4 million. Now, think about that. That is the average. That's not the most expensive. Insane, right? But it has so many A ratings when you look on niche.com. You're going to be looking at over 90%, closer to 95% owner occupied. This is a pride of ownership. I mean, real estate is the number one thing that you collect if you are wealthy. Public schools are top A+, great for families, solid financial district. You're going to find a ton of employment, aerospace, financial, my goodness, even a lot of those millennial millionaires. This is the area, kind of the Biltmore, Arcadia area, that is in really high demand. Again, we get an A+ on that weather. And believe it or not, we went from an A on health and wellness to an A+. And let me tell you why. First of all, we do have mountains smack dab in the middle of our city and right in the middle of Paradise Valley. In fact, Paradise Valley is around and on this mountain. It's called Camelback Mountain. And Camelback Mountain has 2 trails, and they both are going to kick your butt. And you're going to be taken completely by surprise because they're only like 1.5 miles long. Well, let me tell you, they are, even for the most experienced and in shape people, a tough hike. But we also have the majority of, there are so many private gyms, there's trainers, there's in this area, there's all kinds of races, bike trails, there's running trails. There's, I mean, we could go on and on and on. We have restaurants that have some of the most unbelievable cuisine. If you have any special dietary needs, you're going to find it in this town. We're talking vegan, we're talking vegetarian, pescatarian, keto. I don't even know if I can name them all. Paleo. I'm sure there's a million more, but you're going to find all your needs in this town in Paradise Valley. The public parks are amazing. They're all, it's just incredible how you can have a home kind of nestled up into this mountain with the most incredible night views, mountain views, desert views, all in one little city. Most of these homes in the area have been built as early as 1930s, 1940s. Some of them have been recently purchased, completely demolished, and started from the ground up. Some of them still retain the original Frank Lloyd Wright architecture. Many famous architects have designed homes in this area and still retain that historic preservation, and it adds to the community. Let me tell you, I can't say any bad things about Paradise Valley, but you know what? The percentage of people that can afford in this area are this many. So although it is ranked number 4 in the greater Phoenix area, don't be surprised if it's just a little out of your price point. All right, let's go to number 3. Okay, so coming in at number 3 is, I'm not surprised, Chandler, Arizona. Now, the one thing that really does surprise me is that we have had such a high demand of inbound migration, specifically in the Chandler area. I would say the biggest draw is twofold. Number one is the public school system is rated A+, and also the jobs, more specifically, Intel has been driving massive high-tech and IT industries to the Chandler area. You know, it's not just those companies, though. There's other companies such as Intel, Microchip, Northrop Grumman, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. I mean, I could go on and on. Aviation, bioscience, healthcare. So when you're looking for a very well-rounded city, and believe it or not, of the top 5 cities in the Phoenix metro area, the city of Chandler has the lowest sales price average for the greater Phoenix area, coming in at $564 at the time of this video. The average sales price for a single family home in Chandler is $564,000. Now the median income is right about 84, and a lot of that has to do with the diversity that you see in Chandler. It's not just high-tech jobs, or it's not just really expensive real estate. It's a very moderate grade of everything, with, again, the key focuses of public school system. I mean, there is A+ from elementary to middle school to high school to charter schools to Montessori's. I mean, there is a plethora of great schools in the city of Chandler. Housing, one of the, like I said, it's not an A+ as far as cost of living, because that is a little bit higher than our valley's median price, which currently in the entire Phoenix metro area is $420,000. So it comes in with a B+ grade on the housing, and compared to some of its neighboring cities, it has slightly older homes, because again, Intel came out to the Chandler area in the late 80s, and that's when things really started to change. And it's taken about 20-30 years to get where we are today. We currently have 250,000 residents in the city of Chandler, and there is every type of employment. Like I said, great schools, amazing infrastructure, 3 different freeways that get you in any direction you want. You can get hiking in 10 minutes. You can get to the desert in 10 minutes. You can get to an interstate to head towards California. The beach is only 5 hours away. I go there every single summer. You can also get to nightlife. You can get to live music. You can get to theater. You can get any kind of cuisine that you can possibly think of. There's outdoor concerts and festivals. Chandler has it all. And to be honest with you, again, being in the top 5, it has the lowest housing price. It has the top schools, one of the highest grades in employment, and it's just, if you ask me, it's kind of chill. It's a great place to raise a family, And even if you're young professionals, you're going to find a lot of activities and enjoyment and fulfillment here. There's housing here, everything from older, small condominiums that might be in that $350 price point, all the way up to, if you want to spend $10 million, you can. Chandler has it all. If you are looking for a starter home, if you're looking for that mid-range, if you were in a big family home and you're looking to move down, Chandler has something for everyone. All right, guys, let's get to number 2. None other than Chandler's next door neighbor, Gilbert, Arizona. Are you surprised? So the city of Gilbert isn't really a city, it's a town, and they are very proud of it. Towns are usually under 100,000 residents, and they are currently at 250,000, so the same size as Chandler, but they want to retain that small town feel. So it is the town of Gilbert. And not only were they number 2 as for the best cities to live in within the greater Phoenix area, they are the number 1 suburb to raise a family in Phoenix, Arizona. Gilbert also has been rated one of the safest places in America. They've been rated in the top 2 for the last many years. And it is truly an amazing community with very large families, a high concentration on faith and community, and it really brings in a lot of A minus, and B pluses throughout the entire town. The average sales price for a home in Gilbert is $616,000. You're also going to find much newer homes in the town of Gilbert. For the most part, Gilbert was known as the hay capital of the world up until the year 2000. And as we started to see that urban sprawl from Chandler, from all the employment and everything that was going on in Chandler, and the housing was becoming a little bit expensive, it started, the urban sprawl. And that's where we really started to see Gilbert. So now Gilbert, you're going to find overall, I have to say, is more family focused. Chandler is very community focused. Gilbert is more family focused. You're going to see larger parks. You're going to see a lot more play lots. You're going to see farms. The downtown district is a little bit more corporate. Chandler is more of that historical feel, and there's a higher concentration of different bars and restaurants and nightlife, kind of more for adult level, whereas Gilbert is really towards family. So you're going to see a lot more, even though they're bars, they're more restaurants that happen to serve alcohol, and you're going to see them as more family friendly. They have an amazing farmers market. They have a lot of farm to table restaurants. They have, oh my gosh, the largest park, when they will be done, will be the largest park in the entire state of Arizona, and that's the Gilbert Regional Park. It is going to be a mixed use of water and walking trails, biking trails, splash pads, taught play yards. It is going to be insane, and they've only just begun. Gilbert is still very young and new and vibrant, and there is so much to offer. And I have to say, it's kind of one of my favorite cities, again, town of Gilbert. All right, guys, let's look at the number 1. And I'll bet you're probably going, it has to be, are you ready? The city of Scottsdale. Now, yes, we all have heard of Scottsdale, and it's because it has an A rating on almost absolutely everything. Let's break it down. Okay, so the reason I say let's break it down is because Scottsdale is not the same throughout all of Scottsdale. From the furthest north to the furthest south of the city of Scottsdale, it is 40 miles long. So those of us that live here in the greater Phoenix area kind of have it broken down into 3 different sections. We have North Scottsdale, we have Central Scottsdale, and we have South Scottsdale. So let's take each of those one at a time. So South Scottsdale, if you've been coming to the greater Phoenix area for 10, 15, 20 years, as many of you do, for spring training or any of the amazing events that we have here. We have the Barrett Jackson in Scottsdale. We also have at the TPC Golf, what is it called? TPC. I think we just call it at TPC. TPC is the infamous, it used to be called the Phoenix Open. It's now called the Waste Management Open. It's where Tiger Woods got knocked in the head with a lemon from one of the spectators on hole number 16. Scottsdale is world renowned. We all know what Scottsdale is. And for the most part, we all know Scottsdale for South Scottsdale. It's kind of that Miami nightlife club. And so it's very diverse as far as who lives in this area. Now, the sales price, the average sales price in the South Scottsdale area is right about 1.1, 1.2 million at the time of this video. You can get everything from condominiums. We just have actually someone from they're buying a second place in downtown. Old Town is what we call it. They live in Hawaii. And so the condo itself is only $450,000, but the HOA is $650 a month, and it's on a land lease. So again, because of that desire to live in the middle of it all, it can be rather expensive. But believe it or not, it's the least expensive part of all of Scottsdale. Now, there is such a diversity, like I said, in housing. You can get condominiums for as little as $350,000, but don't forget the HOA fees are outrageous. So it kind of comes in the same price you would pay for an $800,000 single family home, but it's still less expensive than the single family home, again, in the South Scottsdale area, because again, that average is right at about 1.2, 1.3 million. But you're going to find all kinds of cute little bungalow homes. You can find a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, maybe one that has been completely torn down and it's a super modern Mediterranean, the white, the gray, the huge glass windows that open all the way across, the most amazing views you have ever seen. And these are going to be in that $3 or $4 million price point. But South Scottsdale is the most affordable for Scottsdale. For the most part, you're only going to find older properties because, again, this is where Scottsdale all started. So unless it's a complete tear down and build back up, you're going to be looking, again, at an older home or property because there's a lot of condominiums in this area. Also, the income in this area, you're going to be like, how is it that the median $88,000? Well, you know why? Because there is a lot of young property owners, or let's just say occupants, because there's a lot of rentals in this area as well. When you think of coming to the greater Phoenix area, for the most part, when you travel, do you stay in hotels now or do you use Airbnb? This right here, this again, South Scottsdale, Old Town, or the zip code 85251, massive amounts of Airbnbs. And so it kind of throws off that median household income because those homes are not considered having any income. So that's why you have such a low income in this area. Well, it's not really that low, but to live in the area, you definitely need to make more than $88,000 a year. All right, let's go to Central Scottsdale. Now, Central Scottsdale is honestly where my favorite parts of Scottsdale are. Now, what would this be? This would be right around the 101 curve. The 101 has completely changed and transformed Scottsdale. When I first moved to the greater Phoenix area in the mid-90s, there was no freeway system to or from or in and out of the Scottsdale area. So you were doing a lot of surface streets. And so everybody wanted to live near Old Town, but again, urban sprawl, right? So it continued to grow out. And once this 101 freeway was built, wow, did Scottsdale explode. And right around here is some of my most favorite housing in the entire greater Phoenix area, but definitely in my favorite part of Scottsdale. You can get everything you can imagine in this area. The median price, although it's right at about 1.5, this is also where you are going to find the highest and most expensive real estate. And just for the year 2021, we had a multitude. Is that a word? We had a lot of sales between $10 and $20 million in this area, with 2 of them over $20 million. So living in this area, you can live in Greyhawk Golf Course. You can have beautiful mountain views. You can be living right off a national forest, a protected area where you will never have neighbors. You can also have a couple of acres that your property is like the raw desert as God and nature intended. And you can have equestrian. You can also, like I am telling you, anything and everything type of real estate is right here in Central Phoenix. If you want to be in the hustle, sorry, not in Central Phoenix, in Central Scottsdale. If you want to be in the hustle and bustle of shopping, like Rodeo Drive quality shopping, that's going to be in this area. If you want to be on golf property, that's going to be in this area. If you want world-renowned cuisine, you want that luxury, you want that privacy, you want that security, you want that safety rating, all of it is right here in Central Scottsdale. All right, let's get to the furthest north. And I have to tell you, North Scottsdale, wow, if you are looking for that luxury, and you don't mind living a little outside of town. And when I say a little outside of town, there are some close amenities in the area as far as shopping, gas station, quick little true value. You're going to find AJ's Fine Food. You're going to find a few restaurants and bars to definitely appease your appetite. But for the most part, everything is going to be anywhere from 15 minutes to 30 minutes away. You're going to love these views. Wow. And there's different kinds of desert. And I have to tell you, this part of the desert is truly breathtaking. When it does get cold, this is going to be a funny stat for you, but when it does get extreme cold and we do see the snow flurries, this is where it happens. I know, crazy, but it has actually snowed in North Scottsdale the last couple of years. No, I'm not talking playing in the street. They actually melt as soon as they hit the ground. But you really do have some of the most incredible homes, the incredible views, a lot of privacy, peace and quiet, sunset. I am telling you, it is breathtaking. The average home price in the North Scottsdale area is going to come in, this is the average, at 1.9 million. I would say for the most part, the standard average, if you're going to be shopping in this area, you're going to be somewhere between 2 million and 4 million. That's pretty much what the general population is in the North Scottsdale area. Let me tell you guys, I think we've covered absolutely every single price point. We have covered different types of areas. And again, according to niche.com, these are the 5 top cities in the greater Phoenix area. So if you are thinking about moving to the area and you have an idea of what you like, the lifestyle, your quality, job needs, income needs, education, school, outdoor activity, whatever it is, whatever is important to you, even if you're planning a year, 2 years in advance, pick up that phone right now, give us a call. The greater Phoenix area is exploding. And if you're thinking about moving out here, getting in early before prices continue to rise. And at some point, interest rates are going to go up too, right? There's only one place they can go, and that's up. So pick up that phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, days, nights, weekend. We are here when you are thinking of moving to the greater Phoenix area. All right, guys, Sheryl Willis at the Real Agent Now Group. We hope to hear from you soon. Until then, be kind, stay safe, and make it a good one. And Happy New Year super soon.